All right, guys, welcome everyone to night one of the Christmas movie draft. First up, if you're new to the Movies Matrix YouTube channel, make sure you smash that like, smash that subscribe button. If you're watching us live, please comment and react with all of our draft picks tonight. Most importantly, though, if someone takes a movie that may or may not be a Christmas movie, please voice your opinion in the comment section. We want to hear from you. So let's do this thing, guys. Tonight, 7 teams will be selecting the greatest Christmas movies of all time. Tonight is night 1, while tomorrow night at the Movies Matrix YouTube channel at 8 p.m., my man Ryan will be hosting night 2. So this is only night 1. Our second half is tomorrow night. So what's the deal? Each team tonight and tomorrow will be entered into a single elimination bracket with the winners voted by you on Twitter. Make sure you follow Movies Matrix on Twitter at Movies Matrix. This is a snake draft. So the last pick of the first round will then have the first pick in the second round. We'll do introductions, so plug your shit in the first round. But after that, man, we're going to kind of keep this rolling. That way we can all drink and get to the post-game show where we grade and talk trash and have all that kind of fun stuff. Lastly, so if anybody here questions a pick, this is how we're going to do this. You say, no way. That's not a Christmas movie. And then we will vote. And if the majority votes say it's a Christmas movie, we will count it as a Christmas movie. So with that said, our number 1 pick is actually not here yet. So JR, the formal review on Twitter at the formal review is not here yet. When he joins, we'll just throw it back to them. With that said, JR, you are officially on the clock. The Christmas movie draft is open. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what's the pick, man.
Hi, I'm J.R. Zbarnak. I am a writer for Movies Matrix, and I am drinking a glass of water. I didn't expect to go first. Vodka.
Yeah, whatever you said, bro. Whatever you said.
That's what Sean said last time. So I guess I get first pick, which is very, very good, because when you told me that you were like changing it up, I'm like, I wonder what he's adding. And I'm going to pick number 24. I am picking my favorite Tim Burton film, Batman Returns.
Batman Returns, the number 1 pick in the draft. All right. Batman Returns is off the board. Let's go on to Ryan. You're up, dude.
Gosh, that really just throws a whole wrench into what I want to do. Now I actually have a decision to make. Good friends with Chris, and I've often followed Lo and Chris's podcasts and enjoy them. And oftentimes I'd like to join in on the fun. Of course, at Christmas I'm very Scrooge-like right now. I unfortunately have to go to bed soon. So that 4 a.m. shift comes very early on the weekends. With that being said, I'm going to go against popular choice. I'm going to go with a pure Christmas movie. I'm going to go for It's a Wonderful Life.
Wow, I love it.
I mean, for me, it's like classic. It's classic. It is. It's something that it can always lift your spirits. It's a good story about how you're down and out, and all you need is that just little motivation. And Christmas time, what's the best time for that? So It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a wonderful.
What do you want, the moon? I'll get it for you.
Man, yeah. I was late to the party with that movie, and I saw that with Nicole's parents, and it just blew my mind. It's so good. Who's up next? Next up, we have Lo.
What's up, everybody? Good evening. How are we doing? As you can see, I'm decked out. I love this time of year. Christmas is very special to me. I'm very family oriented, and that's what it's about. Christmas cheer, family, love, spreading peace. That's all what I'm about. And with that being said, I am so happy that things shifted. I was so worried I wouldn't get my number 1 pick, because as wonderful as something like James Stewart in A Wonderful Life is, and going back to Christmas Story for tomorrow, I think this film just speaks to so many generations because of how well executed it was. It was directed by Jon Favreau. And I'm taking Elf. Santa! I know him! I'm so excited, man. Will Ferrell was a joy. He brought his childlike nature in the best way possible as an overgrown human elf. The cast is great. James Caan, Zooey Deschanel. Well, so what else more can I say? Singing at the end, spreading Christmas cheer. That's what it's about. And the jokes are just hilarious. I saw a dog today, and I swear, like, that's the best thing. Like, sometimes you just see a dog and it makes you happy, and that's what I'm about, man. Elf.
Elf is off the board.
Elf is still the best thing Jon Favreau has ever done. Just saying.
Oh man. We'll see. Amanda says took Elf. Amazing.
That was my other pick. I was thinking about taking Low, so you're welcome.
I'm gonna win. All right, here we go. Let's roll.
I gotta change my hat now.
Let's roll on the Todd. You're up.
I'm up already?
You are up.
Well, sorry. I was just thinking I was a pick there after. I forgot. Okay. Let me, I was just going through some stuff. I have an idea here of a couple. Let me see here. What else? You guys kind of all changed my process here a bit. Let's see. I'm going to go with Love Actually, rather, because I think everyone loves that film, and it's just a Christmas thing. Liam Neeson, I mean, all the stars in that film just make it great, and it's just such a nice, feel good, movie that I think I'll go with.
Love Actually is off the board. I've never seen that. And
it's really good.
I was hoping it was going to drop to round 2.
Yeah, I kind of, got a little choked here, so I kind of just threw it out there. Computer problems. We're all good, though.
Hey, me and Todd totally skipped our introductions.
Oh, yeah, that's all right.
Do you want to do it quick? It's okay.
Yeah, real fast. Hi, I'm Lo. I host Down the Rabbit Hole podcast. You can catch us every Sunday at Movies Matrix Pod on Twitter and on this channel, the Movies Matrix channel. Check us out. I also write and help proofread the website. Go to moviesmatrix.com.
Todd,
my work now. I run Superhero Poll, which has been around for a little bit now. But I founded Movies Matrix, actually, and I have these great guys that are part of our team, and it's just a joy to work with them. So check out moviesmatrix.com, at Movies Matrix on all social. You can even follow my Superhero Poll account if you want. So that's it.
Thank you for giving me a job.
Of course. Non-paid, of course, but hey, someday.
All right, let's roll on. I am up. I am Mr. Crockpot on Twitter. What don't I do, to be honest? I'm a writer and a YouTuber with Movies Matrix. If you love Star Wars, represent. So with that said, I am so happy that this movie is available for me to take. I made a tweet, I think this morning, and I said, if my wife takes this movie, we're getting a divorce.
Oh boy.
With that said, I am taking my favorite Christmas movie of all time, The Santa Claus.
Good movie.
Which means, Nicole, you're up.
Darn it.
Wow, just like that.
All right. Well, 2 of you folks took my movie selections here, so I have to look. Hold on. Okay. So, as you heard, I am the better half of this one up there. And let's see. I'm going to take, for my first movie, I'm going to take Holiday Affair.
Ooh.
All right. Okay.
And I think I'm back to back, right?
Yep. You're up again. Now you start the second round.
All right. So my number 2 pick is going to be Meet Me in St. Louis.
What? Okay. Oh, man.
Right.
Old school.
I like this.
Oh.
All right. Who we at?
All right. So that means I am up. And again, I am overjoyed to get one of my favorite movies of all time.
Don't take it.
100% taking it. And by far, probably my favorite animated movie of all time. I'm taking The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I knew it. That's what I was going to take next. Oh,
So I'm just going to win.
Dang it.
Man, I am very happy about my first 2 picks.
That was huge.
right, and that means Todd, you're up.
Okay, I always do pretty poor in these type of things because I try to pick my favorites, and I've learned that maybe going with the more popular vote is better. But I have some choices to make here because you did take my pick, which I was hoping would drop to me. Should have taken the first round probably, Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a huge one. Let me see here. I think I will go with. Oh, there's so many, but I'm gonna go with the popular thing that I think more people just kind of the cult classic. And I'm going with Mean Girls of all things. So I just think it's a little more. I tried to go old school before in these drafts, like the ones that we already see that are classics. But I don't know if the classics will resonate with the voters. So I'm going against what I usually do, and that's about it.
Everyone cool?
Yep.
Going once, going twice. Let's move on to Low. You're up, man.
They literally stands to that Santa Claus is coming to town song, right? So I mean, with Santa suits, not with to boot. So, anyways, I think this draft fell perfectly for you, Dives. This draft fell perfectly for me. I got my top 2 that I ranked for tonight, and I am so ecstatic. It's for me, it's not as good as the first, but it's just as funny, and these characters are so lovable that you can't help but love these characters. And this film, even though it's a sequel, it actually added some great characters like Tim Curry, Rob Schneider, and I'm going with Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Kevin! Love it.
I like that better than the original.
Really?
Yeah.
Between the scene and the brick scene, Harry, and he throws the brick. I could not stop laughing, man.
So funny. It's so good. Ryan, you're up.
Gosh, I think if I go with the popular ones, it'll be too soon to take it. So I'm going to have to continue to go down my classic Christmas movie list, and I'm going to snag Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, nice.
So
I was leaning towards that. Good pick.
Classic.
You can't go wrong with it. It's something you grow up with, something that you always have watched and continue to watch. I mean, when you're an adult and you watch it, apparently it's really fucked up. So I'll have to watch it again.
It is.
It's that 60s ecstasy.
All right, JR, you've got back-to-back picks, man.
Yay. So I forgot to say that I think it was Low in the action draft where he said that he was going to stay away from comic book movies, and I'm like, yes, so that means I can take them. So I'm going to stick with the comic book movie theme. I'm going to pick Shazam.
Shazam.
Okay.
Shazam.
So good.
And I think that's all the comic book movies on this one, right?
I don't know.
There may or may not be more.
I'm checking. It's not in Group A. Is it in Group B? Please don't be in Group B. Please don't be in Group B. Okay, it's not in Group B. So I'm just gonna go off the list. I'm gonna pick Iron Man 3.
Yes, another of my picks I was just gonna take. Oh, you guys are rattling me.
I am inevitable.
Yeah.
Hey, Dives, can we say hi to my mom?
Yeah, go ahead. Hold on a sec. I'm doing multiple things. Where is she? Is this her?
Hi, Mom. Love you, Mom.
Oh,
She loves Betty Boop, so there's that.
I love it. I love it.
my mom doesn't watch any of my shit.
And Amanda goes, no, not Shazam. Amanda loved your Mean Girls pick, Todd. There it is.
All right.
There
Go
it is.
Amanda.
And
I knew Amanda wouldn't support me.
Yeah.
Ryan, you're up.
Okay. I am going to go with a more modern one this time around, and I'm going to pick the Polar Express.
No!
No!
It's a classic. Gotta do it.
Oh, man. I really wanted that. I really wanted that.
Look, you got really two really good ones. I don't want to hear it from you.
Todd, you're up. Or sorry, Lo, you're up. You're up. Loretto.
I am just jumping for joy. It's literally falling in my lap. This is literally my top 3 that I ranked. This film, it debuted on Netflix and stole my heart.
Yeah.
It's wonderfully animated. It's got J.K. Simmons, Jason Schwartzman, and it's such an interesting tale on how Saint Nick started. It kind of flips the folklore on its head. Instead of flying reindeer, we actually get a runaway sleigh and reindeer flailing in the air like for dear life. But the kids saw it and thought the reindeer were flying. I just love the concept of a postman and Santa Claus realistically creating the lore that we love, and stuffing the little skinny postman down the chimney. So I'm taking Klaus.
Nice, dude.
Oh,
Dude,
I think I've seen that.
that is a classic.
Yep.
All right, which means Todd, you're up, man.
Okay, I think this is a little easier to narrowing down just because I probably haven't seen every movie on the list. And I am going to go with Bill Murray and Scrooged. That's one of my good classic. It's kind of a lot of
Good pick.
probably appeal to a lot of audiences that will vote. So I'm going that route. But I love that movie. I think it's really well done. So
All right, Scrooge is off the board. Where do I go from here? Where do I go? I gotta stick with my theme. I'm building a theme here, which are just Christmas classics, in my opinion. I'm gonna go a little old school on this one. I'm going to go with the OG, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
yeah, that was my other choice. God, everyone.
And I was going to pick that one next.
I just didn't know. I just didn't know
baby.
if the crowd would vote for it. So
1967, man.
yeah, that's even older than me. Can you believe it?
All right, Nicole, back to back.
All right.
We're wrapping this up already. This is almost over.
Yeah,
We got 5 or 6 rounds.
We're going 4.
only 4
Oh,
rounds.
4 rounds?
Jeez. Wow.
All right. So I'm going to go a more modern route this time, and I'm going to pick Jingle Jangle,
All right.
Ooh.
and then Just Friends.
Ah, man.
Nice.
Jesus. All right. Just Friends is hilarious. Oh my
I
god.
don't know if I've seen that. I may have.
One of Ryan Reynolds' best movies.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one. I gotcha. Was that when he was fat and then he
Mhm.
with
Yeah.
what? Yeah. Okay, I remember that one. That's a good
God.
one. All right, I'm up, huh? Let's see here. This is kind of one a different direction.
I'm up here.
Oh, you're up. Okay.
I'm up, then you. And
Gotcha.
this is a no-brainer for me. Is the most recognizable Christmas, I guess, instrumental score of all time. I'm going with the Charlie Brown.
Nice.
Damn. Fabler crushed this draft.
Is it Charlie Brown Christmas, or it's Christmas Charlie Brown?
Or like the SNL sketch, you're a rat bastard.
I don't
Charlie
make
Brown.
anybody cry. That scene where the snow starts falling and they all like hug around Charlie Brown, instant classic.
Oh.
Nice.
All right, let's go to Todd.
Okay, I am going to go back to my generation and go with Frosty the Snowman. I had to get one of those. Rudolph, Frosty, all those classics are just amazing. They just bring my childhood, because that was my age when they were on TV. And it would every year would just wait for that to come on. Now they're constantly on cable and things, but it was really special when those shows would come on. So I had to get one of them.
Great choice.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Let's go on to Low.
Low's brighten up.
I am so happy. I have one question for you guys.
Yeah.
One question.
What?
Who told you could eat my cookies? Put the cookie down.
Put the cookie down.
Turbo Man, baby. I gotta get me a Turbo Man. dog.
That was a good pick.
Go all the way.
Good pick, Mo. That was filmed in Minneapolis too. My home.
No way.
Yeah.
That's so
Hey, no offense to reindeers, but when he socked that reindeer in the face,
Oh,
I
that's
almost
so
put my
funny.
pants.
It's a good movie.
Put the
I liked when
cookie down.
Anakin Skywalker kicked Sinbad in the nuts.
So there's something so rewatchable about that movie. I have no idea what it is.
No, it's just goofy. Was it Sinbad in that?
Yeah.
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 All right, then we got Ryan and then JR to finish the draft.
All right.
All right, I'm actually going off our list, and I'm going way off of my top 100 list that I have here.
Oh boy.
This is
Jeez.
how far off I'm going off. So we will see if
Wait, do you
the
work
crew
for us?
actually
We may
approves.
need somebody like you.
This is one of my all-time favorite actors. This is one of my all-time favorite movies from this actor. I think the theme around it is really just the holiday season, the craziness behind it, traveling during the holiday season. and I'm gonna go with Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, is that Christmas? I thought that's
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving
That's
movie.
Well,
Thanksgiving
that's not
movie.
Thanksgiving, is it?
Yeah, he
No,
comes home for
it's on the
Thanksgiving.
holiday Christmas
Thanksgiving
list.
movie.
Every single one. That's not Thanksgiving, is it?
It is.
It is.
100% Thanksgiving.
He's
Yeah.
Then all the lists that I've read are completely wrong. They're completely terrible.
Yeah.
He comes home to a turkey.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
I'm going off the list anyway.
Should we do a vote? Should we do a vote?
All right,
Well,
we'll do a vote.
I think we all know it's Thanksgiving, but
Damn it. Then
Except
this list
Brian.
right here is
Except
complete horseshit.
yeah, I know bullshit. Bullshit rules.
No, it's fine. I thought that was, I mean, it is one of my favorite Steve Martin movies, but it has been a while since I've seen it.
I'm taking
Yeah.
the Winter Soldier. It has winter in it. Screw it, right?
I guess so, a little bit. I mean, all right. I know this is Christmas. I haven't seen it in a while, but I think it's an off-the-wall pick. I know my friend Coyle is going to absolutely love this pick. Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh man, there you go. Ernest, I forgot about those movies.
The best.
All right,
Ernest.
Jim Varney.
This
Right.
is such an off-the-wall pick. I don't care.
I love it. And JR, wrap us up, man.
I shouldn't pick this. I really, really shouldn't pick this. It's going to cost me votes, but I want to see if it's actually going to help me. I'm going off the list. I'm going to pick the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Oh my god.
Oh, interesting. All
Hey,
right.
he gave us the first appearance of Boba Fett.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Just make sure it's clear on the bracket that it's Star Wars, the holiday special, and everyone just doesn't vote for Star Wars, Good strategy though, JR.
Oh, yeah. Strategy. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Off the list.
All right. So that is it. Let's see. Have we heard from Formal yet? I'm going to check right now.
This is the fastest draft of all time.
Yeah.
25 minutes.
Speed.
Good though, because I'm still kind of feeling crappy from this COVID stuff. So, take a break after this. I think you guys can fight it out.
Formal just responded saying, "Can you join now?"
Well, he could just pick off the list of existing if you want. I mean, I might take off here, guys, just because I have some things I got to do, and then I'm not feeling too well. But I want to thank you for running this. This is great fun. Can't
Awesome.
wait to do more. Bye, guys. Yep, talk to you later.
It's great to have you.
I gotta go too.
All right, man.
Damn it. I mean, this one right here, it's like, you look at the front of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and he's actually, the cover of it, there's Christmas gifts. It's like, what the hell?
The Wikipedia summary mentions Thanksgiving instantly.
I know it mentions Thanksgiving. I read it. I was like, well, why is this on this Christmas list I did research on? I didn't even look it up. That's all right.
All right, so we are still waiting for Formal. He said he's going to join, so he's just going to pick from. I've been updating the master list, so he can just pick from whatever's left available.
He's got a lot of
John
options.
Williams in the house. I took that one.
Which one?
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
So good. All right, I guess we'll just roll on to the post game show until he gets here, right? Does that sound cool?
Do you want to
Yeah.
take a quick 10
We can.
or like 10 or 15?
Yep. All right.
Yeah, I got some stuff for it. I'll just like fix it up real quick.
All right. Can you share from your end?
Yeah, I'll share my screen.
All right. Sounds good. All right. We'll be right back. Brief intermission.
God, I always mess up at least one movie. It's like at least one movie I always pick that's like, yo, no.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's good?
How you doing, dude?
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's all right.
Looks
Lo, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm almost done.
All right. So do you have the master list?
I have it what do you call it? The Google spreadsheet up, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So look at what's available, and you can just make 4 picks.
All right. Hold on. Let me because I'm assuming it's over at this point.
Yeah, we're like in intermission right now, so we're
Okay.
gonna then go into the post game, and everyone's just kind of like taking a bathroom break, getting a drink, all that kind of stuff.
All right. Let me just go through the ones that I would have picked. I'm again so sorry about that.
Cool, man.
All right, that's gone. Oh, so what was the rule that was eventually with the what do you call it? The 30-minute rule thing.
Yeah. So whatever you want to do. Hold on, I'm just trying-
Okay. All right. All right. A lot of these, the ones that I would have expected people to take, I'm not surprised people took them. Okay. All right. That one's gone. All right. So then based on I'll pick wait, did this move? No one took that? That's interesting. Oh, somebody did. Okay, that's why I was sure. Okay. Then I'll take the Snowman, which is an animated film.
Huh?
Blackadder Christmas Carol.
Wait, what?
Blackadder.
Huh?
Do you know how to spell that? Am I spelling it right? Do you know, or do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, can you tell me?
Yeah, so it's one word, Blackadder.
Okay.
Then the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special.
Nice. Wait, that was already taken.
That was?
Is that the
I don't-
Star Wars? Is that the Star Wars holiday special, or is that different?
Yeah, the Star Wars. I don't see it on the list. That's why.
Yeah, someone took it. Sorry.
Okay. No, it's fine. This is my fault. So, all right. Yeah, so were there any other ones that were like not on the list that were taken?
There are a few. Let me look quick. Go.
I mean, I could just say my next one, and if
Yeah,
you
just
take
let me
it,
know.
it's taken. This Christmas.
Nope, not taken.
All right, that.
Okay.
And then I guess the original Grinch, because that doesn't look like that was
Yep.
taken.
That was definitely taken. I took that.
Oh.
Actually.
Okay, maybe I'm. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay, I didn't see it at the top. All right. All right, then. Screw it. I'll go with the Babes in Toyland 1986.
Okay. All right, man. Got you in, man.
All right. Do you want me to participate in the after show, or?
Yeah, if you want to.
I
Absolutely.
mean, I don't mind.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I just got a comment from Loretto that Star Wars Holiday and Lego is different.
So I'm not doing the I'm doing the new one that came out like this year. That's the one I was talking about, not the what do you call it? The
I never saw
old one.
it. There's a Star Wars Holiday Special with 1978.
Not that one.
You're doing the Lego one. All right. Which one do you want me to replace?
Replace oh god, because what the two replace Babes in Toyland.
Okay.
That's not really a good film, so it's gonna be hard for me to defend that one.
Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. All right, got you, man.
All right, cool.
All right. All right. So where are we at, guys? I think we have some people behind the scenes here. Loretto, do you want to come back in? Are you ready?
Wait, are you in Philly?
Yeah, man.
Oh shoot.
Why?
We're in the same- Yeah.
Get out of here! No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
We live just right outside of Philly. What about you?
We live in Manayunk.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. My wife and I, we're from Lancaster. We spent the last like 4 or 5 years in Westchester and downtown. It was a blast. I went to school at Temple, so
Okay.
I've had plenty of nights in Manayunk. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I noticed the hat, and then like I looked in the back, and I was like, wait a minute. Yeah.
I do 1 or 2 sports pods.
Okay.
All right. So, all right. I don't know what the plan is here. We got some private shots. Nicole's in. Loretto's in. There we go.
Dude, I was like jumping up and down. I was like, they're different. They're different.
All right.
I would have taken Lego Star Wars, but there was too many good movies left on the board. I couldn't pass on Jingle All the Way. So,
yeah, right.
but the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special is awesome. We'll get into it later.
I never saw it.
It's funny, dude. I mean, I don't care for Rey's voice because it's not Daisy Ridley, but it's funny though.
Okay.
Are they both on Disney Plus?
Yes, it premiered like a few weeks ago.
Okay.
Nice. We might have to watch that. All right, I'm going to share my screen here. This is the post game show.
I have mine ready.
All right, go ahead.
Let me just start her up real quick.
Oh, I love the R2D2 shirt, man.
Thank you.
We all three of us, 75% of our Star Wars Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
Come on, Nicole. Step up your game, Nicole.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my screen is hidden, but it's there. There it is.
All right, let's get this rolling, baby. This is awesome, man. This is new to the post game show, so I don't know where this is going. What?
All right, everybody, if you're still here, welcome to the Movies Matrix Christmas Film Draft post show. We just did the quickest draft of all time. We went from our superhero draft that was almost 2 or something hours to 20 minutes. Suffice to say, we were missing somebody, but he's here. What's up, Formal? How you doing, man?
I'm good. Sorry I was late. I was working on some other stuff and got lost track of time.
Hey, it's all good, man. Glad you're here. It's all part of the fun. And it looks like you have a pretty fun list yourself. So with that being said, I actually was able to add you in last second, but we will go in the order that the draft did go. So are we expecting anybody else dives? Did we hear from JR or Ryan?
No, Ryan's definitely not in. I just messaged JR. Yeah, he said sure.
Okay, well, if he hops in, he can hop in, but we'll just start breaking it down now.
Yep.
All right, so first up, we got Joe, who inherited the #1 spot. Interestingly enough, it seems like he went all superhero, all comic book, and to be fair, it worked for him in the action draft. So he went with Batman Returns first round, then he went with Shazam, Iron Man 3, which I really wanted on my team.
Really?
And then he took the original Star Wars holiday special because he quote unquote wanted to see what would happen. I just want to say, I mean, I get the popularity of these films, and I was knocked out of the tournament, the action film tournament. So I'm not one to say on who's right, who's wrong. So this time around, I think this strategy might go well for him. A lot of people love Shazam. A lot of people love Batman Returns. And I think Star Wars fans might just give him a vote, whether or not they hate the holiday special. We'll see. That could be the turning point for this team.
Yeah.
But in terms of films, the holiday special does bring it down. So I'll give this team a 7.
Okay.
How would you grade it, Dives?
Me?
Yes,
Batman.
sir.
All right. So we also have Joe in here. He just joined. For me, Batman Returns is a terrific pick. Oh my gosh, we have graphics as well. This is nuts, Loretto. This is like stepping up the game here for our post-game show. We're not
Did
used
it
to
in 5 minutes.
We're not used to this much technology at this point. Shazam is terrific. It's what I'm from Philly, and that is like one of the most Philly movies of all time. It's about family. It's got the whole Christmas vibe going for itself. Terrific pick. I don't like Iron Man 3. I know where you're going with that. And then Star Wars Holiday Special, I've never seen it, which is really embarrassing.
It was the first appearance of Boba Fett, Dives. There he is.
That is really embarrassing. So,
the friend you seek.
Hey, honestly, Dives, like most of the film is almost unwatchable.
is it? All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna give you. I think people would normally just grade teams out of their first 2 picks. I think you got a really strong squad there. I'll give you a 7.5.
All right.
Racking up them 7s.
7.5. 2 of those for now. And for formal, what do you think of Joe's team here?
So I got to be honest. The only one that I would arguably say is a quote unquote holiday movie. and that by sense of like, oh, during the month of December, I'm going to be wanting to watch this movie. And I wouldn't watch this movie, but is the Star Wars holiday special. All of the other ones I don't think of when I think of holiday movies. I'm going to be flat honest here. I like them. Well, Iron Man 3 I don't like, but the other 2 I like them as movies. I wouldn't say that they're holiday. Yeah, they take place in the holiday thing. Yeah, there's the family thing like you mentioned, but I don't know. I can't say that these are holiday things, but I guess that's just how I look at it. So based on that, I would say I don't want to be mean, but I got to be honest. I would say a 5.
Oof. Tough crowd.
All right.
Hey, JR's used to it though, man. His last few drafts,
I'm
man,
used to
those
it.
games
This
are
is the
pretty
third
brutal.
one.
So,
This
all
is the
right,
third one
Mrs.
we're at.
Crockpots, what do you think of JR's team?
All right. So I love Shazam. One of my favorite newest movies for comic books that came out recently. That's one of my favorite ones. And Iron Man 3 is a solid one. Batman Returns, of course. And I haven't seen Star Wars Holiday Special either, so I'm gonna do a 6.
Ooh, tough crowd. All right, JR, you're on the clock here. Would you like to speak about your thought process and what you think of the scores that were given to you?
Well, as for the scores, I expected it because it's the same. It's the same ratings I get with every single one of these.
By
I'm
the way,
like, okay, who's gonna be
scores mean
who's gonna be the
nothing.
first?
They mean nothing.
Who was the first one to give me a 7? Okay. But my thought process is usually the same as all the other ones. I picked what I like, and I'm crossing my fingers. People vote for it. If not, who cares? At least Zach won't kick my ass this time. So yeah, that's my thought process. Carry on.
For sure, man. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Your strategy worked out last time. Didn't you get to the semifinals for the action film draft?
I think, but then I got annihilated by Infinity War.
All right, let's keep it trucking. Next up, we got Ryan H. He went a little bit of a classic route here. He took It's a Wonderful Life, the seminal classic that even if you haven't seen the film, most people have at least seen clips of the film of him running through the streets like, I'm so happy to be alive and see my family. It's such a great message. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer followed it up with that, and then the Polar Express and Ernest Saves Christmas. Everything pre-2000. Some Gen Z and some millennials may or may not have even seen these films. I think that might hinder his votes. In terms of the strength of films, I actually haven't seen the bottom portion of this, so I can't give it a grade. I'm gonna throw it to you, Dibs. How would you grade Ryan's Squad?
Live or die with the top 3 here, and It's a Wonderful Life is probably the #1 Christmas movie of all time. But I don't know how many votes it's going to get. It is terrific. Like you said, these drafts kind of suck. It's great and terrible all at the same time because It's a Wonderful Life will probably get shit on, even though it's amazing. It is just a mind-blowing movie. Rudolph is terrific. The Polar Express, I wanted the Polar Express so badly. We talked about this on our previous pod, Loretto. I love the Polar Express. It just oozes Christmas. Tom Hanks. The score, the soundtrack, the music, like it just is Christmas. And I don't understand this Ernest Saves Christmas, but like, I don't get it one bit. I'll give my man Ryan a 7.5.
All right, Formal, what do you think of Ryan's team?
Honestly, I think this is a pretty strong one. At least for 3 of them, I really like. And I don't need to say anything more about It's a Wonderful Life. I think it's a great movie. Rudolph is like. I remember watching that as a kid, and I mean, even though it's claymation that doesn't, or not stop motion that doesn't really get done anymore, I like that. I think it's a very good classic one. Polar Express, I really like the book more than the movie, at least as a kid, but I think it's still a good, solid pick. Ernest, it's a solid pick. I'm not into the Ernest thing, but whatever. But so for that, I would give it a 7.
All right. Not too bad so far. All right, Nicole, what do you think of Ryan's Squad here?
Okay, so I love It's a Wonderful Life. I grew up watching this movie with my family, and I actually wanted this movie on my list, and I'm really pissed off I didn't get it. And Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I also was brought up watching this movie, and Polar Express is awesome. Ernest Saves Christmas, I haven't seen that one, so I'll have to give it a try to see if I like it or not. So I'm gonna go with an 8.5 on this one.
High praise, high praise. All right, bring us home, JR. What do you think of Ryan's team here?
I remember when we started, we were talking about if there's like a definitive choice in the draft, and I said it was The Nightmare Before Christmas, but I completely forgot about It's a Wonderful Life, which I like to call the Citizen Kane of Christmas movies. Yep. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is arguably the most iconic television Christmas special of all time, maybe tied with The Grinch. The Polar Express is my 3rd favorite Robert Zemeckis film after Forrest Gump and Back to the Future. And Ernest Saves Christmas is actually my favorite Ernest movie. So I think this list deserves a perfect 10 out of 10 score.
Wait, first of all, you've seen all the Ernest movies to know that it's the best?
I can neither confirm nor deny that accusation.
Can I say, like, I love Jim Varney, especially as Slinky in Toy Story, but I've never gotten through an Ernest film. Even as a kid, I just couldn't get through it.
I love it. That was great.
Hey, before we go to the next team dives, let's dig in a few comments and say hello to the wonderful people out there.
Okay, JR, did you have anything to say before we do that?
Yeah, I was today years old when I found out the Polar Express was a book.
Okay.
Hey, the book's pretty awesome.
Todd is joining. I'm back watching. I think I got this one. Sonny says, damn, the Formal ain't playing. He's back. The Formal is back. All right. And then we got Ryan saying, JR getting roasted and burned to a crisp.
Hi, Ryan.
All right. Without further ado, we're up on my team. I picked number 3, and I'm not going to lie. I was speaking about it on the show yesterday for Suit Up Geeks. Follow us at the Suit Up Geeks on Twitter. We do Mandalorian reviews every Friday, but that's neither here nor there. I've been on a losing streak. All of these drafts, I haven't even gotten into the damn tournament the past 2. I'm very salty. I feel really good about my chances this one. I didn't think Elf would get to me at the 4 spot, but we moved me up to 3. I got Home Alone 2. I didn't even think that would leave the first round. I guess you guys aren't as high as on that one as I thought. Klaus is one of the most pleasant surprises of like the new millennium post like 2010. I feel like Christmas films were lacking up until that point. That animation was gorgeous, and I love the mixture of like, Dibes, I know you love that soundtrack if you've seen Klaus. The soundtrack's very modern and also very like whimsical, and it brings all the good Christmas vibes. And lastly, I really, really, really wanted to take Lego Star Wars, but I couldn't pass on Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jingle All the Way. It's just one of my favorite films as a kid, and Turbo Man was like the coolest doll until Buzz Lightyear came around. So,
Yep.
All right, what do you think of my team, Dibes?
Man, I hate giving perfect scores, but this is top to bottom all of my favorite movies on one team. Elf it's a crime that it fell to you. I would have probably taken it 1 or 2 for sure. Home Alone 2, I actually like more than the first Home Alone. I think pound for pound, it's funnier. I'll take Marv over Joe Pesci's character all day long, and Marv just like crushes Home Alone 2. They become the Sticky Bandits in that one. I prefer the Sticky Bandits over the Wet Bandits, hands down, easily hands down. Klaus is terrific. Oh my gosh, Nicole, you know how much I love this movie. It's easily a new modern Christmas classic. The animation, the score, the message, it just works through and through. I love that movie. It was a really, really fun film. And then Jingle All the Way, put the cookie down. Who doesn't love that? We talked about this during the draft. There's something so lovable, charming, and watchable about Jingle All the Way. Is it a great movie? Is it like Elf or is it Klaus? Absolutely not. But it's like cheesy in all the right ways. It's just Arnold. It's like Kindergarten Cop. I don't know why, but I just can't stop watching it. I just love it to death. I'm going to give you a 10.
Woo! Thank you, sir. You know what makes that film for me is when he grabs the guy by the neck and he's like, "Where's your Christmas spirit?" Like, that's what that movie's about, man. So, Formal, how would you grade my team?
I want to say this. Had I been on time, Elf was going to be my number 1.
Okay.
So it wouldn't have fallen to 3.
I got lucky.
So that's how much I like that movie. Jingle All the Way, like I showed, I got that copy on Blu-ray. I agree. It's not the best movie out there. Frankly, I won't even say it's a quote-unquote good movie, but it's definitely in that area of so bad it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm from Minnesota originally, so that movie held a special place for me because a lot of the places that go into that movie are places that like I've been. So that's really cool. Like that parade at the end, like I've seen a parade basically like that. I'm pretty sure on that street or wherever. But like anyway, I love that movie. It's exactly what you would expect from a family film starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad. I mean, what do you expect from that? It works exactly the way it should. I can't speak to Klaus. I haven't seen that. I've heard good things. Home Alone 2. I like Home Alone more. I think it's definitely better. Having said that, I know that's for the next night, so you couldn't have picked that. But that's, to me, out of the ones that I've seen, for me as a Christmas movie, that's the weaker one because I have to watch Home Alone first before I watch Home Alone 2, and it's just because of continuity that I would do that. So based on that, I would just say a 9.5.
Okay.
Awesome. Mrs. Crockpot, how would you grade my team?
Okay, so Klaus is amazing. That is definitely one of my favorite newest movies as well with Christmas movies. Home Alone 2, I'll also say that I like that one better than the first one. And Elf is really good too. That movie is fantastic, and Jingle All the Way is good, and it's so funny, and it's just a fun one to watch this time of year. So I'm gonna go 9.
Awesome. Thank you. JR, what did you think of my drafted team?
Elf is the greatest Christmas movie ever made. Ever.
Why it would have been number 1. And that's on me.
Sorry for me. And I still think it's the best thing Jon Favreau has ever worked on. I will stand by that. Unless depends on how this season of The Mandalorian wraps up. I like Home Alone 2, not as much as the first one, but I think it's entertaining. I haven't finished Klaus, and it's on purpose because I remember a friend of mine and I were having bets at the Oscars, and I said Toy Story 4 was going to win, and then they said Klaus was going to win, and then when he lost, he went on this really long diatribe, and I was like, okay, now I'm not going to finish the movie. I was literally watching it, and then he just goes on this rant. I go, okay, I'm not going to finish the movie now, but what I've seen of it is great. Jingle All the Way is not a good movie, but it's very, very entertaining. So I'm going to give this list a 9.
Awesome. Thank you.
You are very welcome.
All right, moving right along to the Grand Poobah himself, the head of moviesmatrix.com. Please check it out if you haven't. We just redesigned it. He took Love Actually in the first round, as well as Mean Girls, Scrooge, and Frosty the Snowman. He is all over the place. OG to like some fetch set of girls here. Can't go wrong with Bill Murray. I actually don't, I might dodge some tomatoes here. I haven't seen Frosty the Snowman. Some of these like older Christmas specials I just missed, but overall, I think his films are pretty good. I'm not sure how strong Mean Girls will get voted for, and I think that's like probably the most popular film for Twitter at least. And yeah, I don't know how the votes are going to go here, but in terms of the films of the 3 that I've seen, I'll give it a 7.5. What do you think, Dobbs?
So I've never seen Love Actually. I've heard it's terrific. I've had people tell me that it is the best Christmas movie of all time. Unfortunately, when I tried to find it on our TV to record, it didn't come out. It doesn't come out until Monday. So I was like, no. But Mean Girls, is it a Christmas movie or not? I don't really think it freaking matters. I think people are just going to be like, I love Mean Girls. It is whether you're a male or female or whatever, like that is one of the most lovable movies, quotable movies of all time. Scrooge is terrific. Bill Murray in his prime, baby. Absolutely great. And then Frosty the Snowman, happy birthday. It's just a lovable Christmas, I guess. Would you call it a movie? I guess you would call it a movie. I'll go with this draft. Since I've never seen Love Actually, I'll just grade it on Mean Girls, Scrooge, and Frosty the Snowman. I'll give him an 8.
Excellent. What do you think of this team, Formal?
So I got to be honest, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but I'm not a fan of Mean Girls.
What?
Whoa!
I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't like it.
Okay.
That's fair.
But as a Christmas movie, hell to the no. No. Love Actually, I really like that movie. I have an annual tradition of watching that movie. I do think, is it an actual Christmas movie or is it a movie that's just around Christmas is up for debate. But I think there's a lot of really great things in that movie, and there's a lot of turtlenecks. And Scrooge, like I said, Bill Murray, prime, great. And Frosty Snowman is a classic. The thing is, I have to say 7, and it's mostly because of the Mean Girl choice.
Interesting.
We have Sonny here saying great list, but little unsure about Mean Girls. I did a 1, 2, 3 with Mean Girls after the selection. No one bit, so it is officially a selection. Sorry.
I think everyone was just indifferent on it and liked it enough to let it pass. But anyways, what do you think, Nicole, of Mr. Todd's team here?
Love Actually is fantastic. I love that one. That is really good. And Scrooge with Bill Murray is great. I love that. That's a great classic one to watch. And Frosty the Snowman with the special, that's always one you have to watch around this time of year. That's a great one. That's one of my favorite ones of that time period. And Mean Girls is Mean Girls, and with the actresses, I think that's gonna get a lot of vibes with Twitter. So I'm gonna go an 8.5.
Nice. All right, JR, what do you think of Todd's team?
I love Love Actually. I really like Scrooged, even though I'm shocked that people that he hold on a second.
Oh.
All right. Well, we'll get back to him.
Yep.
All right, Dives. I feel like this list just screams you. It is so you, like Jim Carrey would say. It's like the way that my list fell in my lap. Like that was my perfect list, and I think this screams you. Santa Claus is wonderful with Tim Allen. I just love how they played on the word. Like instead of like the Santa Claus, it's a clause, like a written clause that. And you have to read the card, and there's rules. Like whoever dons this suit accepts all responsibilities. And I just thought that was so interesting. And the way they portrayed the North Pole with help me, Dives. What's that elf's name? Bernard, right?
Bernard.
Bernard. Oh, that guy is awesome. I love that guy. And I just love how he was so like sassy and like, look, you're the Santa, all right? This is what you got to do. And then like, you see the whole breakdown of how Christmas works up there according to that film. I thought that was fun. Nightmare Before Christmas, of course. What can I say that hasn't already been said? Much to contrary like belief, it's not a Tim Burton directed film. It's
right.
Henry Selick, who is great. He did Coraline and James the Giant Peach. And of course, Tim Burton like helped with the story and the artistic parts of it. But regardless, it's a classic. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I mean, who doesn't love that film? And oh my God, I might get tomatoes thrown at me for this one. I haven't seen the Charlie Brown one.
Oh, snap.
I know. It's like a classic and everybody raves about it. But I don't know. I wasn't a big Peanuts guy. I mean, like, I know who Snoopy is, and like, I know the guy that mumbles, but I don't really like, I haven't seen that special, and I just missed it. I missed the Great Pumpkin and all that stuff. So, with that being said, his top 3 are bangers. I'm honestly going to give you 10, Dives. This is a really strong list. I think you're going to get a lot of votes. All those films are pretty popular in my book. So what do you think of your own squad, and how did you go about with your thought process?
Yo, bro, like normally, what do I grade my teams? I'm always modest. I am always modest. I always be like 7, 8, 8.5. This, like you said, Loretto, this is me to a T. These are, I had a pre-draft rankings of my favorite Christmas movies. All of these 4 were within my top 7 films. And I think pound for pound, Loretto, like I gave you a 10, bro. Pound for pound, I think I'm gonna beat you. And I have more Christmas spirit in these films.
Okay, we'll see about that.
These movies are Christmas. The Santa Claus, Tim Allen, like that is a lovable film. Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas movie. Let's not get this wrong. It's not a Halloween movie. It's a Christmas movie. Just all-time classic. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Like, who doesn't watch that every single Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? Charlie Brown. Like, I challenge anybody to watch the ending of Charlie Brown when they wrap the tree with a blanket, and then the friends come and they build it up, and it starts snowing, and they start singing "Hark the Herald Angels Sing." Everyone cries during that. Everybody, and it's just
spoilers. I'm just kidding.
I've done probably about 10 of these drafts so far. This is hands down my most proud draft I've ever done, top to bottom. I'm just so happy and humble that I gotta give this a 10. These are easily my 4 favorites every single Christmas holiday.
Hey, well said, man. I got my top 3. I'm happy. Like literally, Elf, Klaus. That was my top 3. What do you think, Formal? How did Dives do?
So I really like obviously all of these movies. I'm not gonna repeat what everyone said because I agree with everything. My only thing is honestly with the debate of Nightmare Before Christmas, I see it's basically a mix between Halloween and Christmas.
Okay.
So I would just say a 9.5 just for that reason alone. It's just, and maybe somebody on Twitter will say the same or definitely say that it's a Halloween movie. I don't know. That's the only thing, but that's a very...
It's a little nitpicky.
Can we do a pod on that? Let's do a fun one. That'd be really fun.
On the Nightmare Before Christmas debate.
Yes.
That would be a hell of an analysis.
That would be like a 3-hour podcast.
All right, Mrs. Crockpot, how would you rate Mr. Crockpot's team here?
All right. So Santa Claus, I really, really, really wanted that movie. And Nightmare Before Christmas, I think you can also watch it on Halloween and Christmas. I agree with that. But I think it is a Christmas movie. And How the Grinch Stole Christmas is a great movie to watch. It's a fantastic one. And I think it's the best one out of all the ones that they've redone. And Charlie Brown, you've got to love that one. All the holiday Charlie Brown movies are fantastic. And the Charlie Brown Christmas is awesome. So I think I might go with a 10 out of 10 here.
Epic. Yeah, another strong showing, Dives. And as you can see from the comments, people are raving about your team here. So,
and it definitely screams him, but for sure.
Yeah, these are easily the 4 movies I watch on Christmas Day. Like, not just watch them, but repeat.
Not just Christmas Day, the whole month of Christmas.
The only movie that's missing from that is Elf.
Yep.
All right, so moving on to what was the final pick of the draft. We're going to show what Formal chose in just a moment. But going from Nicole's team, she went super classic, even more so than Ryan H. Holiday Affair, Meet Me in St. Louis. A little bit of a mix of the modern with Jingle Jangle and Just Friends. I'm going to be honest. It wasn't because I didn't want to. I didn't get a chance to finish Jingle Jangle. I haven't seen Just Friends, and Dives, you're gonna kill me. Like, I'm usually a classic film nut, but I'm not 100% familiar with these ones.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I'm usually really big. I love Cary Grant, Audrey Hepburn, Humphrey Bogart. Like, I love them to death. Jimmy Stewart, but like, I just miss these films here. I can't grade your list. I'm so sorry. But I'm gonna throw it to you, Dives. Have you seen these classic films?
Hell no. I've never seen Holiday Affair. That was a major reach in the first round. Meet Me in St. Louis. I know it's like on everyone's list for like the top movie for Christmas, but I've never seen it. Jingle Jangle is awesome. So hopefully you get some like recency bias with that pick. I really, really suggest everyone go on Netflix and watch that. It's really, really strong. It starts a little slow, but I promise you, it really pays off, and it's really, really strong. I'm hoping for sequels with Jingle Jangle. I loved it. Forrest Whitaker's terrific.
I enjoyed what I saw. I didn't get a chance to finish it. I got about like 40 minutes in. So
yeah, exactly. It's kind of like the Scrooge, like Ball Humbug type, but then it like gets more and better and better. So, and then I think honestly, your best pick is your 4th pick, which is Just Friend. Ryan Reynolds singing "I Swear" in a fat suit. Come on, man! Like that's what you need to do when they release these polls. Just quote tweet with the Ryan Reynolds like "I swear" the moon. Like that is the best Ryan Reynolds movie. I'm sorry, Deadpool. I'm sorry. Just Friends is hilarious, top to bottom. There's just like minute to minute, pound for pound, the jokes fly in that movie. It is really, really strong. I love watching that. Very underrated Christmas movie. So to get that in the 4th round was really good.
I'm about to throw that on my watch list, man.
Yeah, it's really funny. It's really funny. Chris Klein is in it, and he plays this like douchebag. Like, it is great. Not Chris Klein. Who's that guy?
Chris Kattan?
No, from American Pie.
That's Chris Klein.
Is it Chris Klein?
Yeah.
He plays this like douchebag, and
he's the lacrosse guy, right?
Yeah, it's hilarious. It is so funny. I'll give you a 7.
Awesome. All right, Formal, what do you think?
I've seen Holiday Affair once, like a long time ago. Not memorable to me, but so I can't really speak to it. Miracle on 34th Street. This is the 94 version, right? If I remember correctly.
Or
is it the oldest one?
No, it's Meet Me in St. Louis.
Oh, sorry, I'm misreading it. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't. I have multiple things up, so it's like
you're good.
Yeah. Anyway, that one, similarly, I don't remember much about it, so I can't speak to it too much. Jingle Jangle, like I watched it just a few nights ago. I love that movie. I think the music is like really, really great. I love the message of it. Anyone who hasn't seen it, I think that go watch it. It's really easy to watch. The music honestly will get you dancing just by itself.
How funny is that snowball fight when they start like snowball breaking? It's so good. It is so funny.
My favorite song is the Key song, the Magic Man G. I just love that, and I love the production value on all of that. It's such a musical.
Yes, it's like Greatest Showman, but with Christmas.
Exactly, and I really love that. Just Friends, I have a personal hatred for that movie for reasons that I'm not going to go into right now.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say it's a Christmas movie, but I'm also a little biased on that.
Okay.
So based on that, I would say 8.5.
Okay.
All right, Mrs. Crockpot. So how did you go with your thought process here? And did you have any hesitation on picking these classics, or were you like, you know what, these are the movies I love?
So there was a little hesitation just because of the fact that they are like the classical ones. But in my opinion, with what I said earlier with Ryan Harrison's pick with It's a Wonderful Life, these are movies that I was brought up watching, so they scream Christmas to me because I was like always around this time of year. We were always watching them, and so that's one reason why I picked it. And they are true Christmas movies to me. I'm really mad that I didn't get It's a Wonderful Life. I definitely would have picked that one with my top pick. Jingle Jangle is a really great one. I loved also that it was like the musical feel. We watched it with our daughter, and her face just like lit up the whole time, and it was awesome seeing her like that with the movie. It was fantastic. And Just Friends is great too. It's so funny, and it just makes me laugh, and it's great. So I'm really happy with my picks, except for It's a Wonderful Life. So I'm happy with what I picked.
Hey, Dives, pull up that last comment.
Harrison's team is the worst.
No, the next one.
Boo
All
him.
right, 1, 2, 3, boo! What's up, Chris? Thanks for joining, man.
Oh man, yeah, he's a friend, really close friend of ours, so he knows Ryan very well.
All right, so I actually whipped this up while we had our brief intermission. I'm so sorry you didn't get to draft with us, Formal. It was a blast, but I'm also thankful because Elf fell in my lap, and that was my number one pick. So, yeah, man, welcome. You got the Snowman, Blackadder Christmas Carol, the Lego Holiday Special, which I was screaming about because I couldn't tell you guys that it was not. Anyways, then you also took This Christmas. I don't know what to say here. I know Blackadder. That's Rowan Atkinson from he's Mr. Bean, right?
Right.
Okay, so yeah, I haven't seen the Christmas episode, but I am familiar with Blackadder. Rowan Atkinson is a freaking comedic genius. The Snowman, you said that's an animated film?
Yeah, it's a short film that was released. It's based on a book, but it's like I think from the 80s, if I remember correctly. But it's like completely silent. So if you like the first half of WALL-E, it's in that same type of nature where it's just like a kid interacting with a snowman and legitimately just it's like an artistic version of Frosty the Snowman in a way.
That's
they
awesome.
take him to the North Pole, and it's drawn beautifully.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is it on YouTube? Is it like streaming anywhere?
I honestly don't know offhand. It was nominated for Best Short Film, animated short film when it came out. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere. It potentially is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I honestly haven't seen This Christmas either, and I can't really grade it. But I will say, on the strength of the Lego Holiday Special, the Star Wars Holiday Special, I should say, I'll give you at least a 9, man. That was such a wonderful surprise. I just watched it when it premiered, and I don't want to spoil it, but like it's just like not what I was expecting. But it was just so much fun, so much playful jokes that only Lego could have gotten away with.
Yeah.
And I love that they like said what they said and did what they did. I don't want to spoil it for Dives because he's a huge Star Wars fan, so I'll keep my lips sealed. But I'll give you a 9 based off of that. What do you think, Dives? Are you familiar with this list at all?
No. I'm sorry, Formal. I've not seen any of these movies, and I'm embarrassed to say that I'm wearing a Star Wars Christmas sweater. I've never seen this, so yeah, you got me.
All right, Nicole, have you seen any of these movies?
I'm sorry to say I haven't either. But what you said about the movie with it being like quiet and a lot similar to Wall-E, I really want to watch it. It sounds great.
Same. All right, so since we all aren't familiar with your list, please inform us, Formal. Please break it down. What do you got for us?
Yeah.
So Blackadder, Christmas Carol, like Blackadder is the show that was on the BBC, I guess, but over in England, came over here.
Okay.
And it is Rowan Atkinson, but the Christmas Carol, what's really hilarious about it is, well, with Blackadder, he is a character, for those who don't know, a character that is like a Debbie Downer, basically. So the Christmas Carol is like the reverse of that. So, I mean, it's a spoiler, but it's still really funny because it's the exact opposite of what happens in A Christmas Carol. But it's in the exact same, like the same exact story basically happens, but it's done so hilariously. It has like a great cast as well. Like it has Hugh Laurie when he was really young, and also what's his name? Why am I blanking on his name? He was he's a big British comedian, but I'm blanking on his name right now. I just can't pinpoint. But anyway, no, he was V for Vendetta. He was Stephen Fry.
Okay.
He's in it when he was really young. And so it's like a lot of old British comedians that are like early on in their career, but also the prime of it. So it's really funny. Lego Star Wars Holiday Special.
My bad.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm assuming it's like typing. It's like you said, I don't want to spoil it, but for anyone who likes Star Wars in any way, whether you like the sequel trilogy or not, you will enjoy this because it makes fun of the horrible Star Wars special, but also creates its own way in the best way that a Lego movie, like Lo said, like best way in the way a Lego movie can. It's if you like the Batman Lego movie for the reasons that it made fun of all of the Batman cliches plus its story, the Star Wars one does that for Star Wars fans. So I think like no matter how you feel about anything about the new stuff versus the old stuff, there is enough in this for you to enjoy. And that's why I think it's a great holiday thing, especially new, and it's great for kids. It is a kids thing at the end of the day. It's not like a adult thing, but it's definitely for kids, but it's fantastic in that nature. This Christmas is a film about basically a family getting together at Christmas and cliche, like having arguments, whatever. But the reason is I love this movie mostly because the cast is pretty phenomenal. You have Idris Elba, Regina King, Columbus Short, Chris Brown, and the music is great. It's Chris Brown's when he came out with his version of This Christmas, it was for this movie. And the performances are really, really good. So I would recommend watching it. It's a good Christmas movie. It deals with, I think, real family stuff. So from that angle, I personally think for coming in at the last second and picking things that weren't the ones that I originally would have picked, honestly, I feel good about it. Whether or not, again, it's people have seen them or not is probably going to be my worst thing. So based on that, I would give myself a 9. But yeah.
Considering
Nicole.
you came in at the last second, man, it's admirable. And I also want to say, Dibes, I'm offering this up to you. After you watch the holiday special, let me know what you think, because
Yeah.
I would love to pod about it.
Yes.
there's
Nicole, we're watching this in the morning tomorrow.
Dude, there is so many things that I just enjoyed. And as a Star Wars fan, especially you, Dibes, I think you'd really appreciate what they did with some of
Okay.
it.
Nice.
All right, man. So that pretty much wraps up my presentation there. That was fun.
That was great.
That was dope.
Great
Yeah,
job,
dude.
bro.
I did it like on the fly. And you like how I mixed in the little Christmas Matrix background?
It was
That
terrific.
was good.
I'm not used to that much technology. It
All right. Well, with
Yeah.
that being said, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody that was commenting. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned tomorrow night, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. For Dibes, for Formal, for Mrs. Crockpot, and myself. Thank you guys for watching. Happy holidays, everybody.
Merry Christmas,
Holidays,
you filthy
Merry
animal.